Okay, now let's look at entering bills from vendors and also paying those bills. So the first step would be to click on the icon Enter Bills. And then here we have a form, and this is what we use to fill out transactions or forms in QuickBooks. So we would choose a vendor that we want to pay. So as you can see, I added a couple more vendors. Let's say that we need to enter a bill for our city water and sewer. So we will go ahead and choose them. All of their contact information is automatically filled out. You choose the date. You can put a reference number, and then you choose the amount. You could type in the memo field if you like. And down here, this is the important part. You're either going to choose an expense account or an item. In this case, we're paying the water bill. So what account do you think we need to choose? We need to choose the utilities expense account, because we are paying a utility, or we are putting a bill in for our utility. Hit save and close, and now we have successfully entered in a bill for our water bill. Let's go ahead and enter in another bill. This time we're going to go to vendors, enter bills, and we will go ahead and enter a bill from AT&T. So we enter the amount, and now we need to choose either an expense or an item. In this case, it's an expense, and it's going to be a telephone expense. But look, remember, we made the sub account for cell phone, so we're going to use the cell phone sub account under the telephone expense account. And then we'll hit save and close. We're going to enter one more bill, and this time we're going to enter a bill for a purchase of merchandise. Or an asset that we're going to purchase. So let's say that we go to Walmart. So when I actually enter this bill in and I go on to the next field, it says this vendor is not in our vendor list. We can use the quick add button to quickly add the vendor without putting all the other information. Then we're going to choose the amount of what we purchased. And so now in this case, we're not going to enter an expense. We're going to click on the items tab. We actually purchased, we're going to say, a new computer. So we're going, as you can see, we don't have an item created for that yet. So we would need to create a new item to enter that bill. And in this case, it's going to be a fixed asset. And we'll look at this a little bit later in detail. Okay, so once you have chosen the item that you are purchasing from Walmart, we are going to hit save and close. And so we have successfully entered in 3 bills. Now it'll come time to pay the bills. So we are going to now go to pay bills on the home page. Notice it shows our 3 bills because I have show all bills checked. And if we wanted to just choose a couple of those to pay, we could click check marks in the boxes, or we could go ahead and choose to pay all 3 bills. Notice it gives us a total of all the bills we're paying right down here at the bottom. We need to put the date that we are actually paying these bills. You can also choose what method you're paying with, check or credit card, for example. And also you need to choose what account is this coming from. We are paying from the checking account. So I'm going to hit pay selected bills. And then your payment summary comes up. You can click done. So those 3 bills are paid. How can we see if they're paid? Well, let's go back to enter bills. That's one way to look at it. Look at the top of the enter bills window. There are 2 little arrows. That's previous and next buttons. That's going to be important to you. You're going to click the previous button, and you can actually scroll through and look at all your bills. So notice what appears on the bill that we have paid. A green check mark with the word paid in green. And I'm going to hit the next button, and we can see the AT&T bill and the Walmart bill. So they have all been paid. Where were they paid from? Let's open up the chart of accounts, and we can look at the checking account up here, and we can double click on the checking account, and that opens the checking register. And notice it shows 3 payments from our checking account. Remember, we started off with a $9,000 balance, and now we have 3 payments that were paid out of the checking account, which shows us our current balance down here on the right.